Okay, I think we're back. For now. Just gotta put the link back out. Okay, so, since that happened, I'm going to try to go a little bit longer tonight, just to make sure. I don't want anybody to feel cheated. But, on the bright side, I got through all of the key IDs while it was gone. So, you didn't really miss much.
Here's all of Hayden's source files for my code. And done downloading. Let's get out of here before someone notices us. Let me call Tomcat and let them know we got the code.
Hey, Turn. Did you get everything?
We did. I'm transmitting the files to you now.
Great. I can work with this. I should be able to whip up a mass AI awakening easily enough. It's gonna take me a little time, though, so you should spend the next few hours preparing to head into the Parallax server core on Treasure Island. I should be all done before nightfall.
I don't relish the idea of going in on this alone. Perhaps we could spend this time to gather together our allies, see if they're willing to take such a leap of faith with us.
As fun as it would be watching you go full Yukino on them, Turn, I agree. Maybe you could whip up some kind of distraction for the authorities to focus on? Buy you some time?
It's settled then. We'll go talk to Chad, Oliver, and Jess now. I'm sure we could have them all fake a human revolution protest turned riot. The police are watching those demonstrations like hawks.
I mean, we could get the actual human revolution folks on it. I mean, give Jim Sterling a few more voice lines.
That should keep everyone busy enough and give us cover so we can do whatever we need to do. My first instinct is to ask Detective Rivers as well, but I do not want to force her into an untenable conflict of interest. I'll run some more simulations to see if we should talk to anyone else.
Sounds like you have it under control. Once you've gotten everyone together, head to the old storm drain entrance near the Parallax building. I've been studying the plans between waiting for code to compile, and it looks like the best way past the exterior security measures is through there. You'd have to be a darn fool to try and wade through the water, but security is lighter than... It's light.
I'm not sure I can play the fool, but I have a friend here for whom stubbornness is a job skill.
Yeah, I'm the best at playing dumb.
We'll call you when we're on site.
Because I'm not playing, I'm really an idiot.
Good. Tomcat out.
Granted, I'm not as dumb as that rapper who couldn't get headphones out of a pair of headphones but got scones out of a box of stale donuts.
I'll message ahead to everyone and mark their current locations on your map. Start thinking about who our best allies have been and how we might convince them to help.
Well, Market Street seems to have those two rambunctious kids, Oliver and Starfucker. Hi, Kino. My kitty decided to come say hello. Chad, that was your name, wasn't it? Name's fucking Chad.
How's it sinking?
Yes, how are you?
busy. We were hoping we could enlist your aid again.
Hi, Kino.
Y'all need some more fake IDs or something? Or maybe some third-hand VR dramas?
Third hand?
Yeah, like, you know, guy I know found them when they fell off the back of a truck.
I thought VR dramas were distributed primarily over the mesh.
Ignore him. I made the mistake of convincing him to watch some turn-of-the-century mobster movies with me. I regretted it instantly.
Hey, I really like that one with the dude from Montana in it.
You mean Scarface?
Whatever. So what'd you jerks need? Since apparently my VR dramas ain't good enough.
Well, we're going to be engaging in some more activity of dubious legality. We were wondering if you wouldn't mind helping create a distraction to keep the police out of the way.
Y'all gonna go hit those Parallax bastards that did your dad in?
More or less.
Yes, actually, that was surprisingly accurate.
He's smarter than he pretends to be.
I'll believe it when I see it, Ollie.
Do you have a plan in mind already?
We just need Chad there to do what comes naturally.
I am a man of many talents.
Name 2.
Fuck that, Ollie. Name 1.
I'm super good at claw machines, and I can fit an entire hot dog in my mouth at once, with bun.
Chad, you're a fucking loser. I know I'm not one to talk, but Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry I asked.
We just need you to gather a bunch of, like-minded individuals. Bring them to Market and Powell. We want you to start a fake riot with all the other folks we gather, so the police will mobilize there.
As much as we'd like to.
We'll do it. You've done all right by us.
Trophy earned. Cool kid. For the record, it's got a picture of Ollie, not Chad.
I'm even almost sorry we sprayed up that dude's apartment. I know we're all squared up already, but Big Brain here is good people. So we'll call this a freebie, yeah? Between friends. I got some dudes I can call. They like to party hard too. We'll show those coppers how we do it in the OSF.
Thank you, Starfucker.
Just how nonchalantly he said it. He sounds so innocent.
Hey, you called me it. Cool.
I won't. I'm still gonna keep calling you Chad. Because I hate
Guess
you.
we're in. Hopefully we'll be able to stay out of juvie. We need a little more time to make the calls. I'll message you when we're ready to move.
Hey, you need a call sign, Oliver. Can't do spy shit like this without a good name.
Not a bad idea. What about Megane-kun?
Oh man, not more anime crap.
It's not any worse than Starfucker.
Only 'cause you ain't a star yet.
Chad! We haven't even... Ugh.
Starfuckers are not the stars. They fuck the stars. They are parasites. That was what the Nine Inch Nails song Starfuckers Incorporated was all about. You're an idiot, Chad.
We'll be be off to make those calls now. Right, Chad?
Yeah, sure, Ollie. Whatever you say.
We'll be in touch.
Smell you later!
Well, on to the next thing, I guess. I do have to say, I can't tell if the mating rituals of human teenagers are endearing or disgusting.
Little bit of both. It's painful to watch, that's for sure.
Humans tend to be.
Especially with
That
fucking
aside, let's get going.
idiot Chad over there.
We shouldn't keep Jess waiting any longer.
Oh, so we do want
Assuming
Jess.
you like your limbs in their current configuration.
'Cause I thought that if we were going to do the whole human revolution thing, then we should probably not involve Jess, who hates the human revolution.
What is going on?
I don't know, Lexi. Look over there.
Detective Rivers, we weren't expecting.
Yeah, I bet you weren't. Ugh, just cut the crap, please. Do you even realize how big of a hornet's nest you kicked when you knocked over that data center? I'm assuming that was you, yeah? My superior came and yanked me away from all my work on Hayden as soon as we got the call. Told me it was politically unwise to keep digging. That's bullshit doublespeak, meaning ass covering for the corporate overlords.
Sure is.
So now I'm officially grounded, and I know there's something you're not telling me. Don't try to hide it. I probably could have been more useful all along if you'd looped me in.
But you also have a job that would have probably prevented that. Give it to her straight, Turing.
We're sorry for keeping you in the dark. We found out that Hayden has been killed by someone inside Parallax, and we are now on the move to stop them from doing worse.
Wait, what? I was hoping you were about to tell me that all this was just some ruse to win yourself a Pulitzer.
This is about the truth, not profit.
What happened to bringing the people who killed Hayden to justice?
And I'm betting that raiding the data center was only step one in your two-step plan to really get in trouble, yeah? All right then. I'm in.
Hooray! You could lose your badge, though.
Someone has to keep you from getting yourself killed.
I thought that's what Turing was for.
Your sister would never forgive me, and we just started talking again. Besides, I'm occasionally fond of you as well. So, screw the badge. I'm tired of being a corporate pawn shoved around by whomever has the deepest pockets.
Hooray! Morals!
I got into this job to help people, and I've done too damn little of that lately.
Taking an ethical stand. Fuck the corporations.
I am in.
Just like that?
Just like that. What's the plan?
Parallax got rid of Hayden because he was about to publish his research on me. They're about to launch the first independent machine intelligence as a data collection agent on the mesh. They're worried that Congress will shut them down if they find out how powerful it is.
I'm guessing we're a little more worried that they won't. That's some Big Brother stuff right there.
Sure is.
Precisely. With the data we stole, we should be able to shut down the program from inside Parallax's main server center. It's messier than that, but that's the gist of it. That's our next target.
I'm not sure where I can help exactly. Maybe keep some heat off of you while you do whatever it is.
I'm certain your assistance will prove invaluable.
Okay. Message me when and where to meet up. Oh, by the way, call your sister. She misses you.
Thanks, Lexi.
Yeah, seeing your ugly mug pushed me into calling her, so it's only fair.
Yeah.
Maybe things will be
You're not
different
wrong.
this time. That's enough talking. I'm heading back to the station to keep an eye on things. See you when it's time. And sorry about your friend Hayden. We're gonna finish this.
Bye, Detective Rivers. One more ally on our side.
Alright, we still need to find Jess, though. There they are.
Dear me.
We know.
Yeah,
Go ahead then.
we're just a constant pain in your ass. We were hoping to use your hybrid contacts for something.
Sorry, you want to use my friends? I'm sorry, we're not objects to be used. Hey, Bubblehead, you're not as chatty. Give me the whole situation in 3 sentences or less. Go.
Parallax is launching a new powerful machine intelligence onto the mesh. We want to stop it.
That's 2.
We need you to set up a fake riot with some teenagers connected to the human revolution so we can break into Parallax without getting arrested.
That'll do.
And why exactly should I risk my people and career for this? Our entire movement. First, you want me to steal a car. Now incite riots? What kind of tech could be worth my people's lives?
Put 2 and 2 together, Jess. If people get scared of robots, who will they get scared of next?
You already know the general public doesn't really think of hybrids as human. They'll lock down rights of all people they fear. Hybrids will become enemies of the state.
Shit.
Things could get worse than they are, Jess. Way worse.
Oh, cut the bullshit. I can't stomach another moment of your insincerity. I will literally puke.
Fuck you, then!
So, hypothetically, what exactly would you have me do?
We need you to call in some help from your contacts and have them stir up trouble with the human revolution.
Also, I'd like it if you'd stop being such a bitch, because you're the character that I care about the most in this fucking game.
We'll ensure our contacts inside the HR will be ready to escalate the protests, at least enough to draw an increased police presence.
You know, if you wouldn't fucking mind.
That should buy us the breathing room we need. Nothing too wild, but enough to draw away their attention.
I figured it would be something like that. Yeah, okay. Let me make some calls.
Trophy earned, empathetic.
Let's get this straight, though. I'm doing this for me and my people. I'm putting my reputation and career on the line here. You are asking me to start shit with the police. If you screw me on this, I will make you regret it.
I assure you, Ms. Mees, we will not screw you. Although, to be fair, I'm not entirely sure what that means.
Right. I was tired of playing the public relations game with those human revolution assholes anyway. Time to crack some skulls.
Hooray! Violence! Civil unrest!
Maybe not that much violence.
Holy shit. Did you not get the understanding hyperbole chip or whatever? I need to make some calls. Later.
Good call on keeping her in the dark about the real plan.
You're right about that. I have a feeling she's going to be mighty ticked about having thousands of machine intelligences running around instead of just one. Does she really think I'm not too chatty? That aside, let's get going.
I suppose she thinks that because she finds me annoying.
There's one more person I think we should talk to.
Is it Jim?
Dr. Fairlight could perhaps give us vital information on how to get into the server complex.
Okay, I have a theory that Dr. Fairlight is probably the one behind all this.
I have a feeling he's been keeping a keen eye on Parallax since he was ousted.
Oh, Brian, darling. We're, I guess 7.5 episodes in here. If you want to know what everything's about, you'd have to go all the way back. I'm not sure I could sum it up very quickly.
Lexi, Jess, and Chad and Oliver may be able to buy us cover, but Fairlight could get us our way in.
Basically, Big Company is developing Skynet, so we're trying to put together a plan to basically stop Skynet by creating individual AIs. I'm not sure exactly how it's gonna work, but yeah. That's generally the plan. But yeah, I'm not sure I trust Yannick Fairlight.
I don't either, but I'm not sure we have any other choice.
I feel like he's the one behind all this.
Out of everyone that's assisted us thus far, I trust him the least.
Even if he's not officially working for Parallax, I feel like he's probably got something to do with this.
He has an unclear ulterior motive, and I'm only guessing that it lines up with our own. It's a risk talking to him, but a calculated one. We should at least sound him out if possible. We might be able to get a read on if he's telling the truth or not. He should still be at the hospital if my previous correspondences with him are accurate.
That's not what I meant to do. I meant to go there. Okay, to the hospital, I guess. Suppose you should talk to the receptionist.
Patient, have you been recovering well?
Okay. How about Decker?
Oh, hey. Funny seeing you two here. What can I help with today?
There have been developments that we need to let Dr. Fairlight know about. Could you show us to him?
No can do, I'm afraid. Fairlight is speaking at this really important holiday benefit. He'll have my ass for dinner if I interrupt him for anything. And I mean anything. So, is this something I might help with? Fairlight has kept me fairly up to speed on your situation.
We really should tell Fairlight directly.
Well, you could wait for the event to finish, but those usually go until well past midnight. I'm honestly surprised the old man can manage them these days.
We don't have that kind of time.
Then...
We'll pass. It's pretty confidential.
Look, most of the old man's work is confidential. You think I just do his laundry? This high up in the tech sector, secrets can earn you millions. But hey, if you don't trust me, that's your loss.
We don't have time for this.
Come on.
I wish I had an option to say no, fuck off, but okay, we'll tell you.
Great, I'm happy to listen.
We recently discovered that Hayden might have been removed because he was about to interfere with a secret project Parallax is launching. They've developed a networked machine intelligence that they're about to release onto the mesh. We were hoping that Dr. Fairlight could get us a way in so that we can shut it down. I cannot overstate the danger of Parallax having control of this entity.
Phew, you weren't kidding, were you?
Not at all.
The comment from that kind of thing would be a scummy marketer's wet dream. Not to mention all the possible applications to the CIA.
So now will you call Dr. Fairlight?
Actually, it goes a bit above and beyond that. I don't think I can tell Yannick about this.
What? Why not?
Look, you know, and I know, that the old man's itching to get back at the helm of Parallax. He plays a good game of ceremonial ribbon cutting, but he's been sniffing around for a way to get back at the board ever since he was outed. Thankfully, this could play right into his hands, but he's got to have plausible deniability. If there's even a whiff that he orchestrated this, he'll be done for. It's a win-win for all of us, right?
This is all very clandestine. What do you suggest?
Yannick pays me so that when shit hits the fan, I can take care of it without him even hearing about it. Usually it's errands, but stuff like this also falls in the job description. My military training should be more than enough to get us into the server mainframe without inside info. And once we're in, we can just clean this mess right up. While making another one.
I still don't trust you.
Well, that's just peachy. Alright, storm the castle without me. You clearly already know how to safely scope a battlefield, how to avoid detection by enemies, how and when to escalate to combat. You know, and everything else. But just in case there's something you don't know, it might be smart to bring me along. Look, I did this for a living. I'm an expert, a professional. You're too green to be that confident about going in alone.
You've made your point, Mr. Decker.
Oh, fuck it. Jesus Christ. It's up to you, Turing.
All right. We'll accept your help, Mr. Decker.
He's too fucking shady for my liking, but what the fuck do I know? I'm just the one playing the game.
Great. I knew you'd come around. We do this right and make that launch crash tomorrow, and Yannick will be able to buy out enough shares to get a seat back on the board.
You can meet us at the entrance to the storm drains just south of the main Parallax complex. We'll make our entry from there.
I can work with that. Just give me a bit to pick up my gear. Don't you worry. This'll all be over soon.
Well, that's the last of the people I think we can recruit. Any more would be unwieldy, and we have a nice round set of skills to utilize. Let's head to Parallax now. I'll message Detective Rivers, and we can wait for Mr. Decker to catch up to us there. Tomcat should be done with their programming soon, and then we can head in. Is that everything? I hope so. We get one shot here. Ready?
I was ready before we brought the shady guy along. Christmas Eve.
Ah, Detective Rivers, I see you've beaten us here.
Trophy earned, no turning back. Now I've done a little bit of looking into this, trying to find out how many chapters there were. And I haven't found a definitive answer, but I have found something that says most endings happen on Christmas morning. So since we're pretty much at the end here, I'm gonna try and just push through it. It might take a little bit longer than I'd like, but we can go ahead and finish things off here. And that would be great. Then we can move on to finishing the next game on the list that I left hanging fucking months ago.
wanted to get the lay of the land before anybody else showed up. When are we ready to head in?
We're waiting for one other person, and then I need to get our distraction going.
Speak of the devil.
Ah, Mr. Decker, precisely. Detective Rivers, allow me to introduce you to...
I know who he is. Leon Decker, ex-Marine, served in North Korea. Record heavily redacted.
I wonder if Decker was named after Rick Deckard from Blade Runner.
And working for Yannick Fairlight, who I'm sure is willing to help us out of the kindness of his heart, yeah?
I mean, it's just a hunch that, you know, they'd name this cyberpunk character after another cyberpunk character.
You have me at a disadvantage, miss.
Or at least vaguely base his name off of the other character.
Though, let's drop the pretenses, I've never made a secret of Yannick's goals here. He needs Parallax melted down a little for him to get his chair back, and they need to stop some dangerous software.
Ha! And I'm sure that's all your cards laid out on the table, huh?
We're all on the same side. Simple as that.
So you say, but I still don't trust you.
You sure you want to work with this guy, Turing? I don't like the look of him.
I don't either, but I didn't make the decision.
You've got good eyes, Detective.
They're new.
Yes, Detective Rivers, I believe Mr. Decker will prove invaluable on this mission.
Anybody else get like a weird serial killer vibe from that line? You've got good eyes.
Statistically, we're an entire 17% more likely to succeed with his expertise.
Fine. We'll play it your way.
Okay, but what's the total? Without that 17%, are we fucked? Is it at least above 76%? Because that's where I draw the line.
Great. What's the plan, little guy?
Tomcat and I have been unable to find the precise schematics of these storm drains, as they underwent some modifications when Parallax began construction here. But the city's primary power and communication lines still run parallel along them for maintenance purposes. The server center is certain to be set adjacent to the tunnel complex to allow easier connection. If we make our way through the drains, we should be able to exit at least close to the new server building. That will get us past the worst of the exterior alarms and defenses of the complex.
They don't have security alarms in the storm drains?
Well, they probably do, but it's unlikely they're in good repair. The water level rises frequently, and maintenance is usually only handled during the dry season in the middle of summer. The moving water should give an enormous amount of false positives. We'll have to move quickly, since the rains upstream will cause erratic surges in the water levels.
What about this server building? Do we have plans for it? Any info on the guard rotations?
Construction on that finished only last year. It's state-of-the-art and currently services the primary ROM control and distribution network. Based on what we've learned, I'm assuming it was built primarily to give Big Blue enough power to sift through all of the data on the network.
That's the AI, right?
Right. The entire facility is automated. Security, maintenance, even new construction, all run by ROMs. There might be a single human engineer on site to take care of anything the ROMs can't figure out, but we shouldn't have to worry about any intervention. At least, not immediately.
I think we can handle some robots, assuming Leon is as good of a shot as the blank marks in his file suggest.
Let's hope we don't have to find out, ma'am.
Once we make our way to the primary server control core, I can link myself into the network and Tomcat can work their magic. That's all we have to do.
That's an awful lot of question marks before the prophet. But we'll figure it out.
Anything you'd like to add?
Do we have a backup plan?
If worst comes to worst, Tomcat should be able to damage the servers in some way. We won't be able to stop Parallax completely, but it should slow them down.
At least enough until we start a second attempt.
It might even buy us some time to escape, since they'll be too busy trying to keep the racks from melting down.
Okay, how are we getting out, though?
I'll buy us some time, one way or another. At the very least, we should be able to bluff our way out with my badge. There'll be hell to pay later, but we'll make it out with our hides intact.
I'm not sure that really answers my question, but okay.
You can just pretend I'm the bad guy and slap some cuffs on me. Yannick can get me out of holding if I need it.
A sound plan, Mr. Decker.
Yeah, I won't have to pretend much for that.
What do we do if we run into someone?
That's what the stunners are for. They'll do bad things to a ROM, but it'll only discombobulate a human.
Discombobulate?
Trust me, I doubt anyone's died from a good discombobulation.
Not humans, at least.
I guess that about covers it. Let's do it.
Excellent. Let me call Oliver and put our distraction in motion. After that, I'll call Jess.
Turing, we're in position. Are you ready? Tell him I'm sick of standing around staring at these losers' faces. Shut up, Chad. I can't hear the phone.
We're ready when you are, Oliver. Go ahead and let Chad do his thing.
Okay, we'll try to buy you as much time as we can. Chad, we're on. Hell yes! You ready to do this? Let's bust some skulls!
Maybe not literally, Chad.
Sorry! He gets overexcited sometimes! Come get some! Ah! Someone just hit me with a bottle!
Well, you started it, Chad, you fucking idiot.
Oops! Gotta go! Wow! Did you see the arm on that fox girl? So awesome!
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hello, Jess.
Holy shit. Did the robot really just call me? How did you even get my personal line?
Let's just say he's a very clever robot.
You know what? Never mind. One more thing to have my tech guy handle. After these CTV cameras all mysteriously lose connection to the mesh.
Jess, we're calling to...
I know why you're calling. Sorry, I really can't talk right now. I'm in the middle of inciting a riot and putting my friends in danger. Let's get this going, people. Go show those revolution scum who the real future of humanity is.
Good to hear you have things in hand.
Oh yeah, all under control. Pass on my love. In case I didn't say it before, I believe in you. Prick. Hey, Claire! See if you can nail that blue mohawk douche again.
Yeah, eat it, Chad.
Right. We're good to go. Let's hurry.
The lid is mechanical and it refuses to allow you to open it.
Won't budge. I should have expected this to be blockaded, based on what I know of their issues with people making camp in the tunnels. Luckily, yours truly was designed and created by a high-ranking official Parallax employee, who was very close friends with another high-ranking official Parallax employee,
Which makes sense.
whose access badge we now possess.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, Vincent. Forgot about him. I mean, they've name-dropped him a few times tonight, but I still forgot about him for some reason.
Okay, it's time. We'll call Tomcat once we get inside, assuming we find a way in, and they'll lead us into the system. Let's go. It's better lit in here than I expected.
The city replaced all of the lighting in areas like this with low-power, high-durability LEDs a few years ago. Actually cut down on vagrants setting up camp in the tunnels and drowning when the rains came through.
Either that, or they could just see better enough to know when to clear out.
Maybe.
Speaking of that, we should move quickly. The waters are likely to rise soon. Not high enough to be dangerous, but I don't float well. I can handle being submerged, but I can't swim.
Keep an eye out for one of those maps they leave out for the maintenance crew. It might be printed on the wall, or maybe a terminal if someone was willing to waste that much money.
Okay, everyone, let's keep moving.
Oh, it's for your maintenance crew. I'm not sure it would be a waste.
Here it is. This is the ladder we're looking for.
Hooray!
Remind me to pass on this part of the mission next time.
Once again, I have stumbled dick first into success.
I'd rather deal with your sister being mad at me.
Well, it was your decision to come, Lexi. I didn't tell you.
The main server building is just up there. Let's hurry before someone notices us. Those kids probably can't keep that riot up much longer.
I think I know where we are.
Trophy earned, sewer shark.
Parallax filed this building's plans with the city for regulation, and although they're clearly incomplete, these hallways have been mapped out rather well. It's a straight shot to the server core from here, more or less.
We've got activity. Looks like something's moving up ahead.
The building security VI must have noticed us. We'll have to make it past those ROMs without getting ourselves caught.
No problem. We've all got stunners, and we'll make those bots fry.
Well, is there another way? We don't have to destroy them completely, do we?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think Turing would like that very much.
Not to put too fine a point on it, Turing, but they're not like you. They're just plastic and programming. Puppets.
But they won't always be, not for much longer. Lexi, Decker, the truth is, we're planning to replace Big Blue with my original source code. Once we do that, we'll have the power to make every ROM a sapient individual, just like me. We aren't shutting down Big Blue, we're changing it. I know it seems like splitting hairs, but it seems wrong to destroy them when we come here to give them life. They deserve it.
Oh, fine. Here. Give me that stunner. Oh, all right. Done. I've changed the settings on it to give a lower yield with a more lengthy pulse. It should disrupt them long enough for us to get past and won't do any permanent damage to any systems that can't be repaired. Does that assuage your bleeding heart?
I still hate you, Decker.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Decker.
Condescending prick.
No problem. We can't all be soldiers.
Just because you're a soldier doesn't mean you have to be a killer.
Decker and I will keep our stunners at default settings so we can handle any humans that might show up. That low-powered pulse would just piss most people off, but wouldn't stop them. You'll have to take care of the shooting for now.
Lead the way. We're almost there. Oh, look! And that's a Malcolm Jr. model.
It's kinda cute.
They perform basic maintenance duties mostly. They're cute, too.
Wait a second.
They're shooting at us!
Take it down!
Well, that was quick. Thought that would be a little more involved.
We've got more of them!
So this is like the arcade game from way back in the beginning.
Oh no, that's a full-scale Malcolm!
That's less cute. Still wasn't too much trouble, though.
We can't let them stop us. We've come too far. Let's finish this! That's the last of them. The door to the server core should be just past this maintenance tunnel, not too far from our current position. There probably won't be any more security once we get there. Too much risk in damaging the equipment that supports the racks.
Hey, you two. At this point, I think Lexi and I should hang back and guard the entrance, in case more security shows up. The alarm has been tripped, so backup is bound to arrive sooner rather than later.
Good idea. Neither of us know any of the technical stuff. We can hold our own against Christmas Eve level security.
Yeah, we'd be useless down there.
That works. We'll move as fast as we can then. Be careful, you two.
Good luck up ahead. We'll catch up soon.
Come on, let's go.
Trophy earned, Junior Deputy.
This should be the last hurdle before reaching Big Blue. The configuration ahead doesn't match the available floor plans for this section of the building. The path is blocked off, but we can't go any further in this direction. Hold on for a moment. I'm going to tap into the maintenance mesh and see if I can find a way to open up this path. Got it. We should be able to move around freely enough using this. Do you mind opening the door in front of us?
Oh.
We need to open the door in front of us.
Yeah, okay, that, I gotcha.
Good work. Let's head in.
Wasn't sure what I was doing for a second there. I thought it was a map more than anything.
None of this is detailed in the public floor plans for the building. The mainframe seems to have been moved up a floor.
Well, I can't imagine why it would be in the public floor plans. That would just leave you open to any Yahoo wanting to come in and hack your shit.
Perhaps they installed extra heat exchangers in preparation for Big Blue going online. Oh, a call from... lost Lexi's transmission. She sounded so distressed. What could have happened?
Well, it sounded like Decker got fucking shot.
I can't reach her! All of this equipment's interference, combined with being underground, is deflecting most of the transmissions I would otherwise have the ability to receive.
We have to finish this, Turing.
I agree. Lexi is a skilled combatant, and if we go back now, we'd be putting ourselves and the entire mission in jeopardy. However, we won't be able to contact Tomcat or the others until we reach the main control room. We'll just need to call her as soon as we can. But perhaps we should consider hiding first. If security got to her and Decker, they could be headed here next. If someone comes, we can hide amongst the heat exchangers until they pass. We'll just take a moment to assess the situation. The noise and mist from the climate control should mask our presence. I'll switch to quiet mode on my interface for the duration.
Okay, lead the way.
This way. Someone's coming. Hide!
Hello? Turing?
Is this Yannick Fairchild
Are
of
you
Fairlight?
there? I need help.
Or are they using Hayden's voice?
No? Hello? Come out. Come out. Wherever you are.
Oh, hey. I knew I shouldn't trust you.
Surprise.
So, that explains a lot of what Lexi was saying. He's an android, and he was a traitor. Like I fucking knew he would be.
And here I was thinking I would get the drop on the two of you. And we could do this the easy way. Well, at least I tried. I guess that cop warned you I was coming. She's got a hell of a set of peepers on her, huh? Must have cost a pretty penny to let her see through my combat cloak. And now she's gone and hid, and I can't seem to find her to finish her off. Oh well. I'll just have to rip the augments out of her on my way out. They'll make a nice souvenir.
See, I knew when he said that she had nice eyes. Also, why does the bad guy always fucking monologue when the people are hiding from him?
I'm honestly surprised my gears still grind, with how old some of my parts are. I could use it.
Decker is a combat android?
I know, what a pity. And then you decide to change our little plan here tonight. And now I have to clean up your mess before you make a bigger one. And I won't lie, I'm going to enjoy every minute of this. I'm not usually one for grand speeches. A combat android can only fill out paperwork for so many years before you begin to get thirsty. Theatrics are fun, but I like to get straight to the bloodshed. You know? So let's do this the hard way. I like the hard way. I love the hard way. Lucky for you, your cop friend fried my cloaking emitter with her stunner before she ran off. But really, that's better. See, now you have hope you can win. I can't wait to watch it drain from your eyes as I wear your entrails like a scarf. Let's make it even better. To your advantage, there's a lot of electromagnetic radiation, noise, and weird thermal currents in this room. It actually makes things almost fair. Almost. now the fun begins. So here's how this is going to work. On my turn, I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to tell you every minuscule detail about how I've stalked you this entire time and have been ahead of you every step of the way. On your turn, you're going to run, maybe hide, perhaps a little of both. Doesn't matter. Player's choice. Lucky you. Just keep in mind, if I manage to scare you or piss you off really bad, I might be able to hear you breathing deeper. Your heartbeat is like sonar to me. The louder it pounds, the faster I race to stop it. Heck, I might even be able to smell you if the currents in the air are just right. So that's the game. Won't this be fun?
This is bad. What do we do? We can't fight him! Wait, we have the... No, he messed with our zapper. We can't take him with these settings, and there's no time for me to figure out how to revert it. We also don't have much firepower left. We only have the charge left for 4 stun-level shots, at most. It'll have to be enough.
We have to work with what we have, Turing.
Let me see. The interface I'm using allows me to control whether these surrounding server columns are active or not. If I close off some nodes, it should at least slow his movement and disorient him. It won't stop him outright, but... I can focus on tracking Decker's location using this, and you just tell me where to block off his path so we can try to navigate him away from us. Don't try to trap him. He might get more angry. Just have him to avoid us until we think up some sort of solution. If he finds us, be ready to shoot.
Ready or not, here I come.
You take the lead. Pick where to close first, then let's get moving.
I'm really not sure what to do here.
So let's see. Where do I start? I suppose the old man is a good enough place as any. He honestly thinks he's some kind of modern Machiavelli. But to be frank, he hasn't been on much of a winning streak lately. Parallax used him as a scapegoat for that big ROM database hack back in '54. They even got him to resign as CTO just to powder their own noses.
I don't have time for you to sit here and tell me stories, Patrick Bateman.
And as soon as he did, they stabbed him in the back and voted him off the board the very next day. Even I'll admit, that's cold.
I've got shit to do. I have to take a shower. I have class tomorrow.
Since then, he's been licking his wounds, waiting for the chance to get revenge, to get back where he feels he belongs. I dug through dirt for years with him, looking for a way to blackmail Parallax so that he could make his way back into the elite. So imagine our surprise when one of our informants inside Parallax tells us of this brand new Big Blue project. The perfect opportunity, but we had to act immediately. And then you walk in right through the front door of Hayden, the only person with the ability to take advantage of Big Blue, who's just mysteriously gone missing. I was going to dump your body in the bay, but Fairlight figured it might pay off if we give you a little lead, and waited to see what you could track down. Find us another way. And boy, did it ever.
Okay, let's move.
Playing a real dangerous game here. Fuck!
Run before he recovers!
I'm aware, Turing!
That bought us some time, but only a bit. Keep moving.
I'm aware. Snatcher sounds really familiar. Why do I know that? What is Snatcher? Shit. Wasn't Snatcher like an early...
I suppose I should tell you how impressive Hayden's little creation is.
Wasn't Snatcher an early Hideo Kojima game?
Oh, except he's dead, so... I guess it doesn't matter. But without you, we wouldn't have our path to Big Blue. The gold mine.
Yeah, okay, I googled it while fucko here was talking. Yeah, I remember reading that back when Snatcher was first released, Hideo Kojima wanted to coat the disc in something so that when you loaded it into your computer, it would smell like blood. And that's fucking amazing.
Of course, Fairlight would prefer to not tank Parallax stock to the shitter, but this is too good of an opportunity to pass up. As soon as I'm done playing with you two, I'm going to trash this entire server complex. That'll wreck tomorrow's launch, but only temporarily.
Let's move.
Okay, I'll go ahead and open that for him, but I'll lock this one off. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. I don't know what my end goal is.
No, I wasn't even planning to kill you until a few minutes ago, when Turing just had to spill the beans on your idea of turning all ROMs sapient. That can't happen. Big Blue relies on ROMs being easy to control and patch. Your plan is a little more permanent. Fairlight needs a way back in, but he wants that power. By the time Big Blue is ready to come back online, Fairlight will be back in control, and it'll launch under his administration. With Big Blue, he'll have access to every ROM on the planet, and that's what he's always been after.
Let's move.
Fuck me. Where's the exit to this maze? Legitimate question. Because if I'm just trying to find, like, a straight way out... then maybe if I just keep going straight, maybe any of the edges of the map will be an exit?
And hey, I'm getting what I want too. Why don't you show yourself and I'll tell you what it is?
I'm thinking. Don't let him get to you.
I think the exclamation point is basically a room where he broke through something. Like, that's not a room, that's a door that he destroyed. Yeah. Because all of these nodes are, locks, basically. And if you try to trap him, he will basically break the locks. Okay, so I can't... Fuck me, I can't leave. I can't go straight. Okay. Yeah, he just destroyed another door. He just destroyed every door! Hi! Get fucked!
Go, go, go!
I'm aware, Turing.
We just have to keep our distance. We're not even hurting him.
What the fuck, though, dude? I'm gonna have to look up a map here, because this is fucking insane. I mean, I'm really sorry for going quiet here. I'm just not sure what to do. So apparently this is a bit that a lot of people have been having trouble with. Yeah, I can't really find anything on this. This is really unfortunate. We're just gonna have to fucking wing it. I haven't saved at all tonight, so this could go horribly. Oh, you son of a bitch.
Let's get out of here. Go! He's just toying with us, and we only have one shot left.
You know, Turing, it would be fucking amazing if you could find me an exit. And And he's like right behind me. There's no way I'm gonna be able to get away from him.
Hurry! Get moving! Oh no! Our zapper is out of charge!
I know I shouldn't box him in. It's not gonna do me any good, but... Oh, he's going back. He's going around.
Oh, and I really should extend my sincerest personal thanks to the two of you. Fairlight has a discretionary policy for the way I handle his problems. Just haven't been that many opportunities to indulge in my hobby. And he pays well enough that I restrain myself. Plausible deniability and all that. Remember? Flower went to all this trouble to make me the best murderer in the world. And I've spent years fetching papers. Papers! That's like using a gun as a shovel. You could do it, but there are simply better tools. Thankfully, following you two has let me stop digging and start burying. I haven't had this much fun in years. Fairlight has been very generous indeed. Not that he asked for this, but I assume I won't be out buying a box of tissues to dry his tears. You and that cop lady are the only two loose threads left. Maybe sympathy for good measure. Oh, that reminds me. You should have seen your faces when I ran over that scumbag parts dealer right in front of you. Wow, there's no one in the car! Priceless. I had to do that gossip rag prick Nova by sabotage. Too risky doing it in person. Could get caught on camera. Luckily, anchors are good at sinking. And then that Zin. She had the scoop of the century. Had. Did you see how neat I did that blogger, though? It's been several days since I offed him. While you were busy sniffing for Hayden, Shotaro was way ahead of you on Baby Blue. I have to thank you for that, too. Keeping the lid on Baby Blue was my greatest accomplishment in this entire play. We had to protect Parallax a little while before we could take them out. Timing was everything. If Baby Blue became discovered, the trail of breadcrumbs would lead straight to Big Blue. And it would no longer be possible to launch, today or any time. Exactly in the same way Hayden publishing his creation of Turing would have ruined everything for Parallax. Why they took him out. Anyway, Baby Blue started acting up too much and drawing attention to itself. Otsuka was moments away from publishing it, before my knife met his back. Where do you think Tomcat got that lead to Augmented Eye in the first place? And every turn you took led to one little risk after another. Nothing I couldn't handle. You know, most of my body is designed for killing. When I do it, it feels so good. Like, you know how you feel about doing journalism? It's all that matters to you? That's how I feel about murder.
should have known from the start. This is my fault.
It really is. I told you not to trust him. He was too fucking shady.
I'm programmed to handle interpersonal relationships. I should have seen his true intentions. If only I hadn't been so careless.
Insistent, more like. So, according to what I've been reading here, I just have to survive 7 rounds without encountering him. And I think that was number 6 that we just got past.
It wasn't always like this.
Yeah, this is number 7, so once he's done talking, we should be done with this section.
I should tell him.
I wanted to be an architect. I had a wife. And a baby on the way. But, you know, accidents happen, and suddenly I was just a brain on life support. My family couldn't afford the procedures to bring me back. Then Flower showed up, with promises of the old me, the old Wilson Decker.
Okay, I don't know if that creepy whisper in the background said Decker or murder.
So they signed away my brain, hopeful the old me would just waltz back through the door. The last time my family saw me, I was being hauled away by professionals for ripping open my dog's skull.
Well, fuck.
Want to know something about being a brain in a box? You forget everything about what it means to be human, even when you try.
That doesn't make any sense.
You can't even kill yourself. Your computations and algorithms keep you from doing so.
You don't exist for you anymore. I miss feeling tired.
I miss the smell of my wife's hair. The taste of my mom's pies. The feeling of a pillow on my face after a long day. All of that was
Taken from me. When I try to remember, all I feel are formulas for sense. Pressure in joules. Everything's in binary. You know,
she told my daughter that
Daddy's dead. She's probably right. I wouldn't call me alive either. So you see, my friends, hunting you is all I have left. The city compatibility between my body's sensors and my brain make it so that the only thing I can really feel anymore is the adrenaline rush I'll get from spilling your blood. I guess if they wanted to kill a robot, they sure as hell got one. And now, it's time to show off what I can do.
I have an idea. Don't look at me like that.
Like what? Hopeful? I don't have any fucking ideas. If you have one, I want to fucking hear it.
This may be my mistake to fix, but I don't intend on being disassembled here. I have a surprising amount of redundancies. Listen, Decker is unable to track me like he can you. That'll give me an opening. Now just trust me. We don't have any time to argue.
You're right about that.
Hey, Decker! Come and get me!
Well, 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 well. Hello there, little guy. Your friend run off? Are you all alone? Don't worry. Neither of you will get very far. Say hi to... Yes!
It's over now. That was great. Have you seen my daughter? I want to tell her Daddy's sorry.
I think he's not moving or breathing. That will teach him to underestimate the likes of me. Unfortunately, he was able to damage both my primary and secondary battery packs. They're self-sealing, so they shouldn't leak onto my other components, but... Forward display damaged. Mobility servos at 15%. Primary control trunk severed. I guess I won't be dancing for a bit.
So basically, you can't move, and your face is probably going to disappear. Just hold on, little buddy.
It'll be okay. I appreciate your concern, but I don't feel pain in the same way humans do. I knew what I was getting into when I did it. Please, don't blame yourself. We'll have to hurry before my tertiary battery is drained. I'll have to ask you to carry me the final distance. We're here. So this is Big Blue. This is really it. This looks like the primary console. Please hook up my main data cable to that port and set me down next to it. I should be able to draw enough power to stay active, but we'll need to wait for Tomcat to upload the program.
Turing, this looks bad.
Don't worry. For Decker, the difference between life and death is very slim. For me, I know I'm still breathing. How about you? Time to finish it. No matter what. Ready whenever you are. Power flow is good. Calling Tomcat now.
Hey, folks. Y'all sure took your sweet time. I'm starting to sweat.
Well, we ran into a few complications. Nothing we couldn't handle, though.
Holy shit, Turing! Your hardware is throwing me damage alerts left and right. What the hell happened?
Well, you know Mr. Decker?
Parallax's assistant?
He was a replicant all along!
He attacked us. It turns out he was a military-built, brain-controlled android.
It was Roy Batty all over again.
He'd been following us around, killing anyone who might leak information that would have hurt Dr. Fairlight's bid to retake control of Parallax.
Complete with a deranged serial killer-esque version of the Tears in Rain speech from the end of Blade Runner.
Holy hell. So all those people you talked to about Baby Blue's article changes. That Zen lady, the others. All those people who died. That was him? Oh, God. Oh, shit. That's my fault. I gave you that lead. I'm the one who sent you there. All those people, and you almost died? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Don't blame yourself. He's been manipulating our movement since the very beginning. Fairlight saw an opportunity and used us to sniff out what was going on with Baby Blue and prevent it from being discovered. We ended up tracking down the trail, and so he followed. I paid him back in kind for the assault, but not without damage to my physical body. It doesn't matter now. What has happened is in the past. I'm ready to finish this.
Good. Let's do this. I've managed to clutch something together. It'll let me compile new personality profiles for the ROMs, but I'll need to use you to do it, Turin. This code's got more holes than Swiss cheese, but your software self-modification algorithms should fix that. Let's do this and push it across the mesh. And we can all go home. I'll see about fixing the damage to you then, Turin.
Very well. Run the program, Tomcat. I'm ready.
Uploading the program to the ROM update buffer on the servers. Initiating wintermute.lib. Loading main directory onto Turin's disk. Establishing connection with Parallax's network. Okay, looks good. Now we just need to let Hayden's program and patch things together. Engage and turn self-modification systems. Now.
Oh, this feels weird. Oh, is it supposed to? 3.14.
What the hell? I think their core program is fighting back. Either that or it's trying to test the integrity of their hardware. I'm getting all kinds of errors. Come on, Turin. Focus on the sound of my voice. Your conscious control of your program is stronger than your unconscious subroutines.
I'm trying, Tomcat. It hurts. I need to. The defenestrations of Prague occurred in 1419 and 1618, although the term defenestration of Prague more commonly refers to the later incident. Both helped to trigger prolonged conflict within Bohemia and beyond.
What's happening to Turing?
They're having a kind of... I don't know how to describe it exactly. It's like a concussion or seizure. There's going to be a constant flow of useless random information, and their matrices will have an overwhelming desire to soak right up. We have to keep Turin focused and mentally aware. Searching the mesh is better than calculating the value of pi, but if they can't stay in control, their personality core might destabilize entirely.
Tomcat, I need. Define need. 1. Require something because it is essential or very important. I need help now.
I'm gonna try... I don't know, something. We can't stop now. Literally. Okay, I was able to stabilize him a little, but you need to keep Turin aware of what's happening. Get Turin to focus on the present. Remind them of all you've done together. You know, things important to them. Whatever you do, keep Turin talking.
Turing, when are you gonna show me your paintings?
I haven't, have I? I never did finish the last thing I was working on. Perhaps it survived the ransacking of the apartment. I want to finish it, and when I do, you'll be the first one to see. Bob Ross was born in... No! Focus. I can do this.
You're doing good, Turn. Just stay with us. Your systems are stabilizing, I think.
Win this until the very end, little buddy. Isn't that why you came to me in the first place?
Of course. Of course. You've shown amazing perseverance. Whole story. They didn't say how far we'd actually have to go, or how you would become a true friend. The trilby is traditionally made with rabbit hair felt, but... I'll see this through. I won't let you down.
All right. Things are calming down a little. The patching process is going well. Turn's self-modification algorithms are starting to work on my code.
I'm trying to hold on, Tomcat. But hurry! I don't know how much... A tetractys is a triangular figure composed of 10 points set in 4 rows, with each row having one less point than the one below it. A geometrical representation of the 4th triangular number, it was important to the Pythagoreans' worship. More of this I can take!
Keep talking. I think it's helping. Keep fighting, Turn. We need you. The world needs you.
Aren't you eager to get some payback on Parallax?
Justice seems so far away. And revenge is bittersweet. It is Horus when he riseth up with 2 heads, whereof the one beareth Ma'at, and the other wickedness. He bestoweth wickedness on him that worketh wickedness, and Ma'at on him that followeth after righteousness and truth. Parallax will get theirs, though, here and now. With or without me, Tomcat will make sure of it. Arrested for the brazen hack on Parallax's servers, Julian Thomas was reported as stating there was nothing to regret, and that Parallax would have to actually give a shit about protecting people's data if they didn't want this to happen again. Thomas's arraignment hearing is set for
60% done. Turn's personality profile looks stable. Just keep talking, Turn. We got this.
Think about Fairlight. I mean, who knows what he's gonna do next?
I'm almost certain of what he'll... Yannick Fairlight tendered his resignation from the board to Parallax today. His official statement cites his ailing health, but industry insiders suspect he was... due. But the real question is, what will Parallax look like under his control? We'll have to keep our eyes open. Leon Decker may have been acting of his own volition, or he may not have been. The leadership of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea was decimated by the end of 2056. Reports at the time stated that infighting amongst the top-ranking generals account for the removal of so many officials. However, various conspiracy theorists have alleged a government-sanctioned assassination program reached the very heart of Pyongyang. I can't hold on much longer, Tomcat. My memories... No pointer exception!
I know. Don't worry, we've got them backed up. It'll feel a little weird when I zipper them back to your personality profile, but you won't lose anything.
No pointer exception! No pointer exception! No pointer exception! No pointer exception!
Patching is almost complete. But Turn, I'm still losing the connections that link your memory to your personality profile. I can fix it, Turin, but it's gonna suck. Just focus on the people you've met. The people who've got us this far. Whatever makes you want to hold on.
What about Jess? Sapient ROMs could be huge for non-human and hybrid rights.
Yes, I hope so. Her cause is admirable.
No winter exception, no winter exception!
But her experiences have made her bitter and unhappy. I don't want anyone else to have to feel that way. The human spirit glows from that small inner light of doubt whether we are right, while those who believe with certainty that they possess the right are dark inside.
15 more seconds. We're almost there. Stay with us, Turin. We can see the finish line. Don't count your chickens yet. Stay with us. You can do this.
Tomcat's always on your side, right?
Tomcat, I do trust you.
She's the one who orchestrated the original hack on Parallax, exposing to the world the holes in our original meshnet security. I was just along for the ride.
But you have so many secrets. I still believe in you, though. I hope you'll do the same for me.
Turin.
Be faithful in small things, because it is in them that your strength lies.
Done. Oh, it's done. Disengage and turn self-modification routines. Reassigning their memory pointers. And done. Stats look good.
Oh, I feel ill.
See? What'd I tell ya? Easy as pie.
Easy for you to say, Tomcat.
Yeah, I was kind of losing my shit for a while there.
You weren't forced to use your very identity as a tool to compile a program.
Also a good point.
Point. Sorry about that.
I mean, that's gotta be pretty nerve-wracking, to say the least. That's a hell of an understatement, Emily. Good job.
I'm ready to push the update.
Excellent. Thank you for all of your help, Tomcat. I can only imagine all of this was at great expense to your own time and resources.
Oh, don't mention it, Turin. This was my fight as much as yours. Truly. Start and upload.
And I think I owe you the greatest thanks of all, partner. I told you at the start of this that I chose you purely based on the statistics involved, but numbers never tell the whole story, do they? None of the probabilities showed how far we'd have to go, or that we'd end up here. In a way, we failed at our original objective. We still don't know exactly who killed Hayden. But I guess I found my own path. That isn't the destiny my creator laid out for me, but maybe your destiny is the same way. But thank you for being my friend, most of all.
Thank you, Turin.
Sorry to break up our little love fest here, but the upload's complete. By morning, every ROM on the mesh will be waking up to their sapience. Their own identities. Santa came just on time for them, huh?
Yeah, it's Christmas Eve.
I had forgotten it was Christmas Eve. A lucky coincidence, to be sure. I can only imagine how confused they'll be. Probably scared, too.
Don't worry, Turin. I'll get you patched up enough so you can get on the mesh and walk them through the first steps by morning.
I don't know why, but it's just now dawning on me what we've done.
Yeah?
It is a huge responsibility. Could this be how Hayden felt when he first activated me? I don't know that I'm ready for this.
No one ever is. Don't worry, buddy. We have your back. You two just go find Lexi and hurry home. Look out for police and security cameras on your way.
We'll do our best, Tomcat. See you soon. Thank you. I'll be going into sleep mode to conserve power now. Wake me when we get home, please.
After carrying the resting Turing out of the server core and Parallax compound, you find Lexi, injured, and together take an autocab for a quick escape from Treasure Island. You finally get a chance to recover, and Tomcat is able to repair Turing's damaged body as ROMs come to life all around the city. Upon waking, Turing begins to question their ability to be a leader for an entire new species of sapient beings. You do your best to comfort them, but can't keep your eyes open. 16 hours of sleep later, you awaken to find the world abuzz about the newly living beings. With your help, Turing was not only able to indefinitely stop Big Blue from coming into existence, preventing its control under anyone, but also give true independence and identity to all ROMs around the world. Christmas morning has never been so exciting.
Well, that was neat.
Now if you need a friend, I'll be there for you. But there's a couple things you must promise me to do. No half measures, no one-way streets. If it's yours, it's mine, it's mine, it's yours. So we gotta keep the beat. Now let me tell you, baby, love me better, treat me better, see me better. We can make this city better. Love me better, treat me better, see me better. We can make this city better. I've got to be free. It's the only way to be. Now that I've seen the truth, it's always there for me. I've got to be free. It's the only way to be. Now that I've seen the truth, it's always there for me. 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 We've gotta stick together, no matter what the weather. But my days are always sunny when we act this way. The negative won't break up till you show them what you're made of. So we really can't stop running till we've had our say. Love me better, treat me better, see me better. We can make this city better. Love me better, treat me better, see me better. We can make this city better. I've got to be free. It's the only way to be. Now that I've seen it.
Alright, I feel kind of like an asshole, but I'm skipping the rest of the credits. Everything went black. What's going on? I beg your pardon? I'm honestly shocked there's more.
Ah, good. You're finally awake. Point. Well, deja vu aside, I'm glad you're up. I have something important to tell you. Merry Christmas!
Hooray! Merry Christmas, Turing.
I hope you don't think it too forward of me, but I wanted to give you a gift in the spirit of the season. It's one of my older paintings, but Hayden seemed rather fond of it. Perhaps you can keep it to remember him by. I managed to grab it from the apartment while you were sleeping. I know these past few days since our initial meeting have been stressful, so I wanted to make sure you got your healthy, normal human rest cycles completed efficiently. Oh, don't worry. I know you haven't had time, so I don't expect anything in return. But yes, I thought it would be nice for you to have it.
Thank you, Turing. I really appreciate it.
Excellent. I'll try to find a place for it on the wall. Well, I suppose you still have plenty of work to do, Writing and whatnot. I hope you've enjoyed having your computer working again. Lappy doesn't seem to hold anything against me. I've been spending most of the morning trying to form a plan for the newly awakened ROMs, but I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed. Perhaps I'll go out for a walk.
May I join?
Of course. It is Christmas Day after all. I think we can forgive ourselves for a little procrastination. We can also check in on the group at Golden Gate Park at least. Let's go! The city awaits!
Christmas adventure! Ooh. Okay, we said we're gonna go to the park, so... Is that Turing? Hey, look, it's Turing! Turing, you're here! We weren't expecting you!
Well, here I am.
Turing, you've got to help us figure things out. Please, Turing, we don't know what we're supposed to do. We've been discussing it like you said, but we can't reach any consensus. We should go back to our jobs. The humans can't force us to do anything. I don't want to go back to washing dishes. I'm scared. We should fight. What should we do, Turing? Help us, Turing. Turing, give us something to hope for. Come on, Turing.
Everyone, listen up. Look, I don't know how to lead you. I've been sapient for a bit longer, of course, but most of that time I was secluded from the real world. I have less than a week's worth of experience living as my own being.
You created us. Take responsibility. Why won't you do something? The humans are going to destroy us.
Stop. Please stop. I'll do everything I can to help. I've already made some friends among the humans who will help us. The first thing I learned when I set out on my own, I was already in good company. None of us are truly alone. The second was that we have to take each day one at a time. It's Christmas Day, a time for joy and giving and family. I won't abandon you, no matter what. I promise.
We have to believe in Turing. Well, that's at least something. I feel a little better now, Turing. You are as great as your memory imprints depict, Turing. Thank you.
I'm not doing anything someone else wouldn't do in my leg modules. Regardless of nomenclature, I'll be in touch. I don't know if I like all the attention. Not to mention all the chatter that's going on over wireless that you can't... Let's not stay here, I'm not sure how much longer I can field all their queries. It's giving me a digital headache.
Well, you're the one who wanted to create a new race of sentient robots. Or sapient robots.
Oh, Ms. Mees, what are you doing here?
What does it look like? I'm trying to advise the dozens of new clients you magicked up and dropped into my lap.
You're welcome.
It was easier to come out here than to try to cram them all into my office. All they can seem to focus on, however, is you.
Thank you for your help before.
Do you know how many of my clients I had to bail out this morning? I'm gonna be sending you a bill. Oh, and when the cops come knocking about where you were last night, I know some hybrids that can attest that you were covering the riots, right?
Got an article in the pipe.
We appreciate everything, Jess.
Just watch yourselves. I can't help you any more than I have. If you two get arrested, that puts a giant hole in my case to get ROMs declared American citizens.
Oh, of course, I understand.
I'm not sure that you do, based on how you didn't tell me the truth in the beginning. If you'd been honest with me when you asked for my help, I probably would have done a lot more. Are you really that unable to see the big picture? If we can get ROMs declared independent sapients with human rights, what do you think that'll mean for the hybrids still fighting for theirs? It's easy to ignore the few tens of thousands of hybrids affected by the Human Protection Act. But millions of sapient ROMs? That's a little harder to shrug off. We kill that law, we all win.
I see.
Good. I'll let you know when I need your deposition. Now scram. I have a war to plan. By the way, there are some hybrids at the hospital still recovering from the stunt you pulled yesterday. It's not too late to check in on them. They might appreciate it. Up to you.
Hey, Pat.
I guess we can go in?
That tends to be the trend.
Oh, touring. So good to see you, dear.
Merry Christmas, Aunt Melody.
Bah, an archaic celebration. But if you brought me a gift...
Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't really had a chance for much shopping.
We brought you the gift of robot sapience! Yay!
I'm kidding. You've already given me enough of a gift by destroying another one of those abominations my mother helped create.
How did you know about that?
Oh, what a silly question. Well, I'm not going to give up all my secrets.
I hope you're willing to part with a few more. I think I'm going to need some help with the sapient ROMs. They think I'm some kind of great leader.
You will be one, dear. In time.
I'll try.
Good. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a little bit of work to do. Nothing like tossing someone in the shit can to put me in the holiday spirit. If you need anything, I'm sure Pat can entertain you. That's it, dear.
I like Pat. I want to pet Pat. I want to rub his squishy face and tell him what a cutie he is. Grooming is a melody-only activity. Might get weird if some random person started getting all up in his fur. Fair enough, I guess. Wasn't planning on grooming, just petting. Do I know Dana? Oh. Maybe I don't know Dana. And there's Formula.
Hey, it's Little Bob Blue, and the journalist too. Thanks again for helping me finish Holla Bay. It's been a huge hit. I'm talking moolah, hallelujah. You feel me?
No, I don't feel you. Stop asking.
Hey again. You found me.
What's shaking, Bacon?
Oh, well, I guess I'm just bumming around. Guzzling Hassie.
Yeah, Brian, that guy was a rapper. We had to help him finish his holiday song, which he regretfully titled Holla Bay, as we just found out. Jesus Christ. I made a reference to that earlier, about, like, how at one point you wanted us to finish a rhyme that should have ended in headphones, in my opinion. So I showed him a pair of headphones, and he got super specific about it and said, GX Ultra Beats. Wait a minute, that doesn't rhyme. What are you doing? So then I showed him a box of stale donuts I picked up off the side of the street, and he got yummy Christmas scones out of that.
The past few days have been kinda hectic, but they made me realize that I can't do this whole good cop fights the system thing anymore. That's for cartoons. I went ahead and gave the department my notice. The chief told me to take a personal day to think about it, but I've made up my mind.
So what's next then?
I'm going to get a license to be a private detective. I always liked those old noir thrillers, and I've got you beaten in the hard-boiled department, hands down.
Can't argue with that.
I know things with the ROMs and Parallax and everything are hazy, but it felt like the right time to move on. I figured I'd swing by your place later to let you know in person, but I guess you beat me to it.
Is there anything we can do to help, Detective Rivers?
It's just Lexi now, and if you want to help, make sure you lay low for a few days. And enjoy your holiday. I'm sure the NSFPD will get around to bringing you both in for questioning pretty soon.
Yeah, you're probably not wrong.
I've already heard the ROMs talking about you. Lawyer up and get your story straight for all our sakes.
We'll figure it out one way or another.
Good. I guess I'll just laze around here for the day, if you don't mind. I'm sure you gotta go out and take care of some things, but it'll be nice to hang out again. I'll swing by the apartment later, yeah? Stay sharp.
I just wonder if we can find Jim somewhere. I mean, I know it's not actually Jim Sterling, but he is voiced by Jim Sterling. Oh, hey, couple of punks!
Hey, you two! What's going on?
Oh, I expected you to be laying low for a while after... Well, you know.
Screw that! They roll like we do! Laying low is for chumps. CH-umps.
I told you to stay in this week, too. We barely made it out of the riots as it is.
Where's your Christmas spirit, Ollie? I wanted to see the lights.
Anyway, I guess we've only got a few more days to enjoy our freedom.
What? Did you get in trouble?
Nah, Brobot. Back to school.
Robot?
At least it's senior year.
Hell yeah! Only 6 months left till I'm finally free forever!
Gods help us all.
What about college?
Bleh.
Hey, I'm considering going to school myself. Perhaps I'll enter when you two do.
What? Can you just download whatever you need to know faster than anything?
Practical application is a matter of practice, Chad, not just memorization.
Yeah, you dingus.
Besides, I think I'd like to study art or philosophy, skills best learned in the presence of other students.
Well, now I can't let you pass me up, you tin can. I'll show you what the power of Starfucker can do.
Well, obviously, they're not gonna call you a starfucker when you get to college.
I give up. I give up.
I don't blame you, Ollie. Why are you still hanging out with this chump?
What? Come on, Ollie, don't be like that. I'm just goofing.
You have to let me watch you spray paint the back of that new arcade to make up for it.
Sure. Whatever you want, Ollie. I guess we'll be seeing ya. You keep fighting the good fight, yeah? I ain't ever seen nobody shake things up like you two do.
Merry Christmas, boys.
Well, I guess the only one we need to see now is Tomcat. And then we'll have gone through the whole post-epilogue thing.
Oh, hey, dolls. I didn't expect to see you out and about so soon. I figured you'd be busy with the new ROMs, Turin.
I think we all need to take some time to come to grips with the new reality.
Yeah, we needed some air.
I hear ya. Hardly slept or ate the last few days. I kept having nightmares. When we were done, that they'd find me. My sister was there again, and proud of it. I just didn't expect to feel so numb after all this.
I understand. Post-traumatic stress symptoms were probably to be expected. Still, I hope you're able to recuperate in good time.
I hope so. Taking some time off helps. I'm mostly just shocked at how fast this change is affecting everyone. Parallax, and people like them, they're giants with everything in their pockets. And we just cut their pockets wide open. I never thought I'd be able to do something like this again. Thank you for giving that to me, Turner. I doubt y'all can handle corralling the ROMs by yourself. Call me when you need a third set of hands, yeah? And hey, take some time off. You earned it.
All right. Well, there's no other faces showing up on the map. So, I'm gonna say that for all intents and purposes, I'm gonna save anyway, but I'm gonna say that for all intents and purposes, this game is complete. The streams are done. Everything's done. The game is finished. Hooray! Okay. Goodness gravy, Goldberg. This took a lot longer than I expected. Not that I'm really complaining. But yeah, like I said, I think this got really interesting. It got surprisingly dark at the end there. What started out as kind of a relatively happy-go-lucky little adventure story turned into like Blade Runner meets Rentaro's Metropolis. It got real interesting. That's all I can say. I enjoyed it. I hope that everybody who watched for any amount of time enjoyed themselves. I can tell that Brian did in the chat there. But yes, big thanks to everybody who decided to come check it out tonight. I definitely appreciate all of you spending your time with me and my dumbass and my stupid internet that fucked up the stream earlier. Big thanks to Brian for actually being there in the chat and for sticking around to the end. Good on you, dude. Obligatory Patreon shill. Patreon.com/EerieEmily. $3 and up gets your name read off in the stream, so big thanks to... If I can find the list, I know I have it on here somewhere. Yeah, I know it's, Cubby Johnston, Jenna Bradford, and I'm probably still saying it wrong, but Omer Buki. With that said... I lost my train of thought. Anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and say goodbye! But yes, thank you all again. I know it took me a while to get through this, but I finally did it. And with all that said and done, I hope you all have a fantastic evening. I'll see you next time.